In news from Jamaica, the government is outlining its plans to reform the National Water Commission, NWC. There have been suggestions to privatize the state entity. However, Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Dr. Horace Chang, says the government is considering placing the NWC on the stock exchange.
The Water Commission is a company that has a cash flow of some $27 billion per year and a projected investment program to ensure reliability of some 37 billion Jamaican dollars, 3 billion US dollars. So it will increase or decrease depending on the valuation. Its management and policy direction cannot be subject to a continuous 5-year election cycle as has been the practice. We need greater continuity. This government is a firm believer that Jamaicans should have a real stake in their assets. Therefore, a significant amount of a company like the Water Commission could be put on the stock market. This does not mean absolute privatization of the NWC. The public, represented by the government, will have controlling interests, but individual Jamaicans will have a stake in the company.
Dr. Chang says the government is committed to ensuring citizens are provided with a potable water supply. He says placing the NWC on the stock market will place the Commission in a better financial position.
This kind of organization will allow the company to have access to less costly multilateral funding and grants, while market forces, as determined by market, will ensure efficiency and continuity. The Water Commission cannot be subject to the swings of the political pendulum, which has had some very damaging effects on its organization. Our primary objective, Mr. Speaker, is to ensure that our customers are protected and the country is served with a reliable and credible organization.
Meanwhile, Dr. Chang says the government will tackle the country's drought challenges differently. He argues that the perennial drought problem, which usually occurs between December and March, can be avoided with proper planning. According to Dr. Chang, Jamaica's drought conditions aren't entirely due to climate change. He says to alleviate the shortage of water, especially during dry spells, the Water Commission will focus on reducing non-revenue water, NWR.
The drought is well known and predictable. We should not be subject to water lockoffs every year between December and March. That is wrong. Our drought, Mr. Speaker, is not a result of climate change. Since I was a baby, we have been having dry season between December and March. And it was the year before as well. and from the days of the Arawaks. We want to begin by ensuring that we reduce non-revenue water. We intend to take this from current 65% to less to 30% over 3 years. The contract was in fact signed for 5 years. I have instructed and requested that this be compressed to 3 years, and we have had the agreement of the contractors. The Kings, it will not totally, I'll outline. But in the Kingston metropolitan area alone, we'll be spending $7 billion on correcting non-revenue water. The contract is signed, the Israeli engineering firm Maya is in place and have started to work. We expect to achieve our targets over 36 months. Complementary to this, we'll be changing some of our major transmission lines which are part of the source of our problem. Lines on the way, Mandela Highway, Spanish Town, Mandela Highway, Washington Boulevard, Stanton Terrace, Tamarisco Road, Constant Spring Road, Don Robin Avenue. All these are major distribution lines that are old and leaky and must be changed to complement the entire program. We will do it.
Dr. Chang was speaking in Parliament on Tuesday as he made his contribution to the sectoral debate.